The news, good evening. The Supreme Court has rejected an application for release on bail from one of the four accused in the death of Benny Apasami. It was Judge Mohan Burhan who rejected the application this afternoon after pleas were made both from the prosecution and defense attorneys 2 weeks ago. Defense attorney Alexia Amsbury made the case that the prosecution did not have enough proof against her client, and the fact that murder is a serious case, it is not reason enough to refuse her client bail. Mrs. Amsbury's client will return to court on the 27th of this month, along with the 3 other accused, and the trial is due to start in May next year. 2 people were treated for shock at the Victoria Hospital after their house was destroyed in a fire this morning at Lecanel. The house was adjacent to another one which was also destroyed in the fire. The Fire and Rescue Services Agency was alerted at just before 9 this morning, and they had deployed 3 fire engines to the scene. According to a fire officer on the scene, it took them around 10 minutes to put out the blaze. An investigation is underway to determine the cause of the fire. 4 residents have received the keys to their new homes, joining 9 other tenants at the home for the elderly at English River. Mrs. Simone Vidot has waited for nearly 2 years to finally have a place to call home. She is the only woman to be assisted in this group. In a short ceremony to mark the opening of the block of the 4 one-bedroom apartments, the new residents joined officials from the Ministry of Family, including the Principal Secretary, Clive Ruku, and the Director General, Rosa More, to cut the ribbon. The ceremony was held in the presence of district authorities and representatives of the Ministry for Land and Housing. Then they toured the houses, which are equipped with a living room, bathroom, as well as a kitchen. The Ministry of Health has announced that the Glacis, Montfleury, and Belazar health centers, which were operating as fever clinics, will, as of today, resume their normal activities. These health facilities will now deliver community health services to the population, and from now on, members of the public wishing for a COVID-19 test can go to any community health facility to have the test done. From now on, passengers arriving in Seychelles by air will no longer need to queue up to present their health documents. This is now that the authorities have installed a biometric corridor through which passengers will be screened and can go directly to immigration for other formalities. The system was developed by the Trivisory, a border security company. The Principal Secretary for Civil Aviation, Ports and Marine, Alain Renaud, says the new system is part of a series of initiatives they have introduced to make the transit experience through our ports of entry seamless and of unrivaled quality.
With tourism arrivals getting back to 2019 levels, our airport is starting to get congested again, and it's very important that we move things very quickly. So this system here has been designed to enhance and move very quickly people through our airport. Very necessary in the pandemic. It's also about the safety of the travelers. Today in the pandemic, people don't want to touch things. People want to feel safe and secure. So our system is 100% contactless as well. And to be honest, it's so fast now. We're processing people faster than they can get off of a plane. It cannot get any faster than that. And so it's both for the safety of the travelers and for the airport. It makes it much bigger capacity-wise.
The Minister for Education visited the Trotters Stop pre- and primary school this morning. This was in his last in a series of visits this year to both state and private educational institutions. Minister Justin Valentin said the growing collaboration between private and state schools has been an achievement for 2021, but more needs to be needs to be done to redress the ambience in the state schools. For her part, the head teacher of the Trotters Stop, Mrs. Poonam Verma, said the construction of a new building to accommodate the Trotters Stop students moving into secondary level is expected to be completed by next year.
We have almost 1 year, 1.5 years, to prepare for the next secondary block. We are trying our best. We are trying really hard for it, and we are dealing with the different ministries, and hopefully we are expecting positive, feedback from them, and we'll continue. We'll continue in this way.
Do you have any maybe year that the extension could be completed?
If the way we have put ourselves with the different ministries, if we get through, we need at least 7 to 8 months to go for a second block.
So that's
Yeah.
about, we're talking about 22, 23?
22 September.
President Wavel Ramkalawan will hold his fourth and final live presidential press conference with local media outlets and journalists tomorrow, Tuesday at 5 p.m. The press conference will be broadcast live on SBC Television, Radio Cecil, and the SBC's YouTube channel. In case the National Assembly session goes beyond 5 p.m. on radio, the press conference will go live on Paradise FM. And that's it for this news summary. I'll be back at 8 to present the news in Creole.